Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, my precious pack, and welcome back once more to VEGA Conflict, and it's time to take a look at the Alchemist Envoy 113 and 115 fleets. All I have to say is I'm a little bit disappointed in the targets because they seem a little bit on the boring side. Well, then again, most of the targets are a repeat of the previous targets with additional ships, so basically nothing changes. So, instead of actually taking a look at the fleets, I'm going to do this instead. To the development team, I'd like to issue a challenge. A challenge to your ability to programming your own game, which lately we've seen a lot of bugs and other issues related to coding popping up in the game. However, this is going to relate to targets and new behavior in targets, as well as many objectives to make them more interesting rather than just a matter of get in there and punch the fleet's lights out, because that just doesn't seem interesting to me. No. Instead, what I have in mind is something fairly simple in terms of how it should play out. We're preparing to move into the new tier, which will be the opportune time to do this. And it's to introduce new ways to fight the AIs. Combat will still be initialized the same way it always is, but we'll be looking more towards the target and the way they play out. In this case, what I have in mind is two things. One, a rescue-style situation where to obtain whatever the blueprint is, you have to protect a ship of that new ship in the fleet. So you keep it alive till the end, you get a piece of the blueprint. Or you destroy all the targets, you get the blueprint. But either way, you have to protect the ship. So it encourages you to be a little bit more aggressive with the targets to protect it. Something interesting like that just to spice it up a bit. The other thing I had in mind is a capture system. Yes, you heard that right, a capture system. Instead of just fighting a target and taking them out, try and introduce a throwaway ship that the player gets at the beginning of a fight, if they don't have a full fleet or it's a AI ship, that you have to escort to a certain location in combat for it to seize control of something, and once it seizes it, it's instant victory. But if it gets destroyed along the way, instant defeat. See what you can do about balancing out an idea like that and making the new targets interesting, because, well, so long as I keep playing the game, I need to have some fun or something other than just staring at the ships going, ooh, this looks pretty. Seriously, though. Try and do something different with them and make the new targets interesting. Don't just go with the same basic concept you've been using this entire time. But to my pack, be safe out there. Happy hunting, as always. I'll see you later. And I hope you had an amazing weekend.